Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, trust also in me. Jesus Christ. Our Heavenly Father understands our disappointment, suffering, pain, fear, and doubt. He is always there to encourage our hearts and help us understand that He's sufficient for all of our needs. When I accepted this as an absolute truth in my life, I found that my worrying stopped. Charles Stanley. God has entrusted me with myself. Epictetus. We need to find God, and He cannot be found in noise and restlessness. God is the friend of silence. See how nature, trees, flowers, grass, grows in silence. See the stars, the moon and the sun, how they move in silence. We need silence to be able to touch souls. Mother Teresa. God has given us two hands, one to receive with and the other to give with. Billy Graham. God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used one to say, thank you? William Arthur Ward. Never trust anyone completely but God. Love people, but put your full trust only in God. Lawrence Welk. God will not permit any troubles to come upon us, unless He has a specific plan by which great blessing can come out of the difficulty. Peter Marshall. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go to the mountain. And I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. Martin Luther King, Jr. I don't stand for the black man's side, I don't stand for the white man's side. I stand for God's side. Bob Marley. God made the world round so we would never be able to see too far down the road. Karen Blixen. For prayer is nothing else than being on terms of friendship with God. Saint Teresa of Avila. Men must be governed by God or they will be ruled by tyrants. William Penn. I believe God is managing affairs and that He doesn't need any advice from me. With God in charge, I believe everything will work out for the best in the end. So what is there to worry about? Henry Ford. God and nature first made us what we are, and then out of our own created genius we make ourselves what we want to be. Follow always that great law. Let the sky and God be our limit and eternity our measurement. Marcus Garvey. God used beautiful mathematics in creating the world. Paul Dirac.